What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. This story came out yesterday, and I just got a chance to get on it. And this is one of those stories that need to be told. And it's one of these stories that got a lesson in it. And one of the lessons is something I talk about all the time on this channel: how the justice system does not work. Some people are beyond rehabilitation. You can't reform hardened people that, think a certain way and do certain things. This story is no different. You see this pug-eyed looking dude up here? This guy right here is Fernando Taylor, age 35. Just got out of federal prison days before he committed the crime I'm about to tell you about. This woman here, God rest her soul. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Ta Tu. She's a Vietnamese woman out of Arlington, Texas, 56 years old, restaurant owner. Ladies and gentlemen, on her way to work, after stopping at a restaurant depot to open her restaurant, this fish-eyed fool here followed this woman and stalked her for an hour. As she went to go open the door, he jumped out his car, ran up on her, tried to take her purse. And I'll let you watch the rest of this, of what happened. It is senseless, stupid crime from a dude that just got out of jail, rehabilitation of his punishment, supposedly what they talk about. And I want you to see what he did to this woman. Check this out, and do me a favor. The video is 4 minutes long. It's worth watching. If you don't watch what I got to say at the end of this video, at least watch the video for me, because this lady's story needs to be told. And this is, like I said, Exhibit A of why rehabilitation don't work sometimes. Some people, we need to take them right out of here. And that's your proof right there. Check it.
Police say the man who robbed and killed a Vietnamese restaurant owner in Arlington just got out of prison 8 days before the crime. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
And I'm Heather Hayes. Court records indicate the suspect tried to throw off police, but the video evidence caught up with him. Fox 4's Dion Anglin joining us now with more. Dion.
Hi there, Heather. Well, the accused killer was captured in Houston, and police say he was just out of prison for robbing someone in a similar fashion. And with this crime, it took investigators nearly a month to unravel the cover-up involving the rented vehicle he was driving.
They did some really outstanding police work that led them to a 35-year-old Fernando Taylor.
That suspect, Fernando Taylor, now sits in a Houston jail awaiting extradition. He's charged with the murder of 56-year-old Vietnamese restaurant owner Ta Tu. Police say on the morning of December 29th, Taylor followed Tu, then ambushed her as she got out of her vehicle at her New York Avenue business in Arlington. They say he snatched her purse, and during the struggle, she fell, and Taylor drove over her, killing her before he took off.
Based on our investigation, we believe Taylor followed the victim for at least an hour that morning, the morning of the murder. While it's unclear, while it's clear that he intended to rob her, but we still don't know why he targeted that victim.
Investigators say surveillance video from this store, the Restaurant Depot in East Fort Worth, where Mrs. Tu went shopping before the murder, showed Taylor in a white Dodge Durango parked near her. That same Dodge vehicle was captured by a nearby camera leaving the murder scene. It is shown here in images taken in Houston when the case later culminated.
He came from Houston. He came from Houston the day of, and he found his way to the Arlington City, and he started following this woman around.
After following a trail of evidence, investigators determined the Durango was registered in Louisiana and was rented in Houston by an associate of Taylor's. They say Taylor borrowed the vehicle, drove it to North Texas, then found an identical Durango and stole its license plate, making the SUV appear to be Texas registered. Police say after the murder, he removed the stolen plate and drove the borrowed Durango back to Houston.
Nobody deserves this, but she did not deserve it. Our world's shattered that day.
One of Tu's 4 children. Her daughter spoke to Fox 4 after she was killed.
She's the most caring, nurturing, selfless person. So it just didn't make sense that that would happen, or anything along those lines would happen to her.
Police say Taylor had just been released from prison 8 days before the Arlington murder. He was arrested in 2019 with 5 others for a similar crime, stalking a victim before robbing them. And it appears he had experience switching license plates to avoid police detection. The arrest affidavit states Taylor had been released from federal custody for this sentence on December 21st, 2023, and also had a lengthy criminal history, including displaying a false or fictitious license plate.
I want to be clear, as a community, we are not going to accept or tolerate this kind of activity in our city.
Now, just as the chief mentioned, it is unclear why Taylor targeted 2. They are hoping once he is extradited back to Tarrant County that they will shed some light on that after he's questioned.
Guys, that's the story. And we need different type of laws and different type of punishments for this different type of human being that's out here with this different type of mentality. We do. This woman was minding her business, a fellow business owner. I respect that. 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up, going to do what she has to do, making the sacrifices she has to make to produce a product that everybody in society can enjoy. I don't know if you guys get up early in the morning like that, but the sacrifices of getting up 5 in the morning and then working probably all day and stuff like that, it's immense. And to have some dude, some piece of crap, just got out of jail, not even trying to get on his feet, ain't trying to work, just take what you got. That's horrible. This is somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother. You've seen it. They said a little bit about who she was and what she was about. All of that taken away from a guy that wasn't about shit. Yeah. I told you. Extreme crimes, extreme punishments. A pound of flesh, no more, no less. This guy, and I want you to really pay attention to what happened. Somebody rented a car for him, or rented a car and let him use it in Houston, where I'm at. Hey, let me borrow your car. Shoot all the way out to Dallas or Arlington, which is far from here, right? He's sitting in the parking lot, just sitting there. See the lady? Oop, she's Asian, gotta have money. She coming out of a restaurant. Stereotype. Oh, she's Chinese, probably got a restaurant. Scheming. Stalked her. Followed her for an hour. Seen her pull up to the restaurant. I knew it. Jump out the car, try to manhandle her. She fight for what's hers. Won't let the purse go. Evidently, she fell behind the wheel. You jump in the car, run her right over. She lose her life. Somebody had to come out there and find a woman run over in the street in front of her business that she dreamed and built. Jumped about and built. Where some sucker just ran off with probably a little bit of change. It was worth that. Doing that to that woman. I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I be getting animated and aggravated with this type of stuff is I know how it feels to be held at gunpoint and robbed. I know how it feels to be pistol whipped and robbed. Me personally. I know how it feels to be minding your business and have some random asshole come up to you and try to brutalize you because they want what they think you got. He didn't even know. He didn't know nothing about it. He just assumed. And that was worth taking her life. Took the car, drove all the way up there. Now I know she wasn't his intended target, but this is a predator. They prey on people. Took her stuff. Guys, reason why I brought all of that stuff up about robbing and stuff, when you do that to one person, that's not the only victim that you do that to. Yeah, you might have pointed the gun or you might have punched somebody in the face and strong arm robbed them, but you also did it to a lot of other people. That woman not only lost her money, she lost her life and she lost her business because she can't run it. She's not here no more. She lost everything. Family, lost a mother, lost a grandma. See how it goes, the ripple effect? This guy took a woman out of here, this coward, and other people, part of other people died with her legacy and dream. When you rob somebody, that's not the only person you rob. You rob other people who benefited from that money that you took. When you kill somebody, other people die too, or part of them. There should be no tolerance, and nobody thinks about this. And that's how the laws need to be set up, where you're doing these crimes of aggression and predation on normal citizens. You must pay the ultimate price. Stuff like this makes me mad, man. You brought all the way up there, switched plates on the car. So stole the plates and then switched them back. Ran back to Houston, dropped the car off. So if they had caught the person with that car, which they probably traced it back, you was going to set them up. They could have got charged with this and you wouldn't have said nothing, like you ain't know nothing. Think about that. You can't do favors for broken people. This guy was locked up doing the same exact crime. He came out and did the same MO, same thing, causing somebody their life. Never learned nothing the first time he was locked up. Wasn't nothing but a walk in the park. And now look what happened. Granted, people incarcerated can change if they learn from their mistakes. I'm proof of that. A lot of people out here that never been in jail, a lot of times they point fingers and say, oh, you went to jail. You did this. You did that. You should this. Let me explain something to you, bro. Or ma'am. Once you get sentenced, that's the debt you have to pay to society. Once you pay that debt to society and they release you back out here, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you to do what, not put yourself in any more debt. This guy is a hardened criminal. Never learned anything, never rehabilitated. Got out. Boom. I'm desperate. Let me get mine. You just been out. You ain't been out a week, bro. Or a little more than what did they say? It was out 8 days. And you just ready to give up the ghost. The quitter mentality we have. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to do stuff. Or the employment that you can get where you can slowly work yourself up back into society. Don't want to take everything as quick. Look at how it is now with younger people. Quick cash. Don't want to work. Don't want to learn nothing. Quitter's mentality. This is what happens when you have that at a younger age. And here he is, 35 years old, and still can't think outside of the box that he's in. Short-sighted. Can't think or see past the length of his nose. They need to have this guy up on capital murder, and they need to last a week, no trial, take him right to the poinsettias or whatever they got out there in Arlington. Because this stuff needs to stop being, where how you can say they baby the stuff, drag it on in court for what? I almost cussed. For what? Why are you dragging it on court? You know what he did? He did it. Get him out of here. Let's go. We spend too much time and resources and taxpayer dollars on stuff that we know is going to come to an end eventually with him going back to jail, and the cycle continues. You think he's going to be better or more bitter when he goes back and comes back out? Because I'm going to tell you something. This lady's gone. That grandbaby she was holding won't remember her. They'll have a horrific tale of how a man came and took away everything that they worked for. Think about that. She's gone. He's gone. Mother, left with a grandbaby, with a daughter or a son who will never know their grandmother. All they have is pictures. You tell me how the justice system can bring justice to that. That's a hell of a loss. That's the thing. That's one of the big things I got about these type of videos and stuff that nobody really thinks about. When somebody victimizes you or your family, we are told and taught to let other people handle it that don't have a dog in the fight. They don't have the emotions, and they don't have the loss and depression and hopelessness we have trying to clean our family structure back up after one key component of it has been ripped away. To them, he has a history in there. He's just a docket number. We'll get him. We'll give him the max this time. We'll do this. But they always have a defense lawyer that's trying to stop this. When people do this type of stuff, their citizenship need to be taken from them, because they already proved they are not, trying to make themselves better or try to make, they're victimizing people that were out here doing what they're supposed to do in society. Once you do that, your rights and stuff need to be stripped. You need to be taken right outside and shot. This is just me. You need to be dealt with. This is BS. The whole justice system. What was this stuff written in the hundreds of years ago? New laws come, little stupid laws. Nah, we need to fix this right now. To where when you come over here to America and you do some crazy stuff, the main focus here is cultural and social balance. We need to achieve that. And if you are outside of that and you don't want to go along with it, you can either leave or we'll get you out of here. May this lady, Tao 2, I don't know how to say her name, Tao 2, rest in peace. My prayers go out to their family. My heart goes out to the family, man. I mean, this is stupid stuff. You stalk somebody for an hour? What are you, Komodo dragon? Stupid stuff. I'm Stock Market Steve. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.